In Anarchy Arcade, you start in a 3D representation of your own computer. You see all of your pictures, your games, your files, and you can launch absolutely everything that you see just like it's a 3D desktop. But that's only the beginning, because from there, you venture out into a 3D representation of the internet itself. The possibilities are actually limitless. Imagine if websites weren't pages, but 3D buildings you could walk around in with your friends. Imagine if links were physical objects and images were hung on the wall in picture frames. Imagine if news articles and forum posts were housed in elaborate display cases and organized in the 3D world. Anarchy Arcade makes all of this possible and infinitely more. It unifies everything you do on your computer into a virtual 3D multiplayer world. Recently, Facebook purchased Oculus Rift for around $2 billion. You can assume that Facebook's next move is to create a 3D representation of Facebook that you can explore in VR. That's cool, except for there's more to life than Facebook. Thankfully, Anarchy Arcade is here to do things right. Imagine a 3D photo gallery room where you can walk around with your friends in completely immersive VR while browsing your Facebook images. You can point out things to your friends, voice chat, use non-verbal communication with the Oculus Rift, and so much more. Then you could all mosey on over to the Facebook game room and get some new animals for your Farmville, or candies for you to crush, or whatever you do in those Facebook games. Anarchy Arcade is so open-ended that it can be used to generate this type of 3D virtual representation for almost any website or service, not just Facebook. Last Wednesday, the viewers of the weekly 24-hour Kickstarter marathon got their first taste of what it's like to learn while in Anarchy Arcade. Just before we moved into the Vietnam segment to play some Bad Company 2 and other war games of the era, we took a brief detour and watched some historical documentaries about the real Vietnam War and the soldiers who served their countries in it. Video documentaries, ebooks, articles, news feeds, discussions, and even online quizzes can all find a place in Anarchy Arcade for those who are so inclined. And it's all presented in such an immersive way that it can attract and keep the attention of you and your friends. To top it all off, it's actually fun and entertaining. Imagine walking around a 3D representation of a historical battlefield that is filled with limitless information about what took place there. All of this is possible in Anarchy Arcade and so much more. I actually learned physics myself through it, through ebooks and YouTube lectures and course websites that I had placed in my personal arcade. You can imagine how fun break time was. Do you have a friend or sibling that you used to hang out with but is now a great distance away? Maybe even overseas or in a different country. With Anarchy Arcade, you and your friend can be hanging out once again, watching movies, listening to music, sharing photos, and talking to each other, all in an immersive 3D virtual world. Make use of Anarchy Arcade's excellent Oculus Rift support to take this virtual meetup to the next level, and it will literally feel like you and your friend are standing together in the same room again. The perfect escape if your duty puts you in places that you'd rather not be. Do you subscribe to any YouTube channels? Or perhaps you run a channel yourself? With Anarchy Arcade, you can turn your YouTube channels into 3D worlds where subscribers all explore your content together in VR multiplayer. All YouTube channels are automatically compatible with Anarchy Arcade, but you can take it a step further by customizing your subscribers' VR experience. How cool would it be if right next to your review video of League of Legends, you had a working arcade cabinet for League of Legends, so players could jump right from your VR YouTube channel directly into the game without ever breaking immersion. And then, when they're done playing, they drop right back into your VR YouTube channel to find what's next. Remember that you're not limited only to games and videos. Absolutely anything can be used in your customized VR YouTube channel. Stay current with the latest breaking news like never before. Browse the top stories in VR with your friends. Show them what's important to you and discuss current events. Anarchy Arcade is primarily for entertainment, but it can be used for so much more. The possibilities are endless. Working out isn't the first thing that comes to mind when thinking of a 3D desktop. However, you can use Anarchy Arcade to organize your workout routine, track your progress, and actually launch any personal training videos that you use. You could throw a chart up on the wall where everybody lists their max bench press, or you could create your own easy-to-follow workout routine using diagrams and videos that your friends can do from home. Keep the party going with music from your private collection, stream from internet radio, or music videos right off of YouTube. Anarchy Arcade lets you group your music together and share it with your friends in the most immersive way possible. The party never stops. You can keep the music playing in the background as you launch your other games and programs. There's nothing like having the perfect music for the game you're about to play, and with Anarchy Arcade, it's as easy as putting the CD next to the game's cabinet. Rumors are that music is about to hit Steam in a big way, and when that happens, Anarchy Arcade is ready. Anarchy Arcade is so adaptive that it is compatible with services that are not even released yet. There are less than 2 weeks left for Anarchy Arcade to raise the funds needed to license itself and jump onto Steam full force. Be sure to pledge, tell your friends to pledge, and make sure that everybody knows about the Kickstarter, because Anarchy Arcade statistics show that all it needs to succeed is for people to see it. The concept sells itself, so help me spread the word by telling your friends. And don't forget that next Wednesday I'll be giving away a free game every hour during the live Kickstarter stream. See you there.